Hey everyone, I am Rafi Salem back with MX Data's monthly digital fireside chat. Today, as usual, I have the wonderful Megan Grove from MX Data. Megan, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Rafi?
I'm fantastic. And Jay Shore, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me. It's a
Excellent.
pleasure.
Excellent. So let's just jump right into this month's chat. It is, believe it or not, it is October 18th, 2023. What the heck just happened to the whole entire year? We are in
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. I believe Thanksgiving is around the corner, and that means Black Friday is around the corner, and that means Christmas is around the corner, and then 2024 is around the corner. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. So, Megan, please introduce yourself and introduce Jay.
Yes, thank you. Hi, guys. I'm Megan Grove, the customer engineer at MX Data. As always, thank you so much for watching our digital fireside chats. I'm actually super excited about this one because I have my great buddy Jay Shore on with us today. One of the funniest guys I know. I think he's the only other guy that makes me laugh more than my husband. So thanks, Jay.
Thanks.
But why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell everybody who you are.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Megan. That's a great introduction. Been with retail and retailers, helping retailers for almost 30 years, right? And sold Retail Pro and many other systems as well, including Springboard, Teamwork, Counterpoint, eMobile POS, Celeron, lots of different venues and helped a lot of different clients. Megan and I got a chance to work together for 3 or 4 years, and now moved on. We've always been helping someone, with their business and improving their business, right? But I joined a firm, Retail Smart Guys, who we've worked with for 16 or 17 years prior to that. And basically, your retail system can tell you what you've sold. This company can forecast what you're going to sell over the next year and how much you need to buy, so you bring the right amount in, you don't overstock, and you don't miss sales by understock. So, but working with retailers for 30 years, we've seen a lot, and we've seen a lot of growth, and we've seen a lot of expansion. We've seen a lot of great technology advancements. And that's what I love about working with Megan and MX Data, is they're always on the cusp of what can we do to help the retailer do better. So I'm thrilled to be here today. So thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you so much, Jay.
Sure.
So Rafi, as you mentioned, fourth quarter is now here. And I think that literally time is going by faster right now than ever. And I don't know why. The holidays are they hit you like a freight train. But you brought up Black Friday, and that's actually a really good point, because we were talking about inventory, we're talking about planning, during this digital fireside chat, and that's one of the reasons we have Jay with us. And so Jay, can we just talk about planning, in general, what should retailers be thinking about for the holidays, and then what then do they sort of plan for the following year? Because fourth quarter is sort of make it or break it for your following year, as far as income, cash flow, etc.
Exactly. So we put our orders in already, right? So a lot of times at this time of year, we get a chance, one, to review our orders. So go in and make sure that you have the right things coming. Cancel what you think that you're not going to need, but make sure you have enough of what you're needing, right? Take a look at your existing reports from Retail Pro or whatever system you're looking at, and see how the items that have landed already are trending. Are they trending? Are they doing well? If not, get rid of them and start to, mark them down now, right? Even before the season, because everybody wants that. Or get more if they're doing better. So that's one. Two is make sure that you want to plan your way out. We want to have enough merchandise in stock, but we want to end our season with the least amount, right? So if I end my store with 100,000 in inventory and Megan ends her store with 50,000 in inventory, she wins, right? She has 50,000 more to buy for next year, right? So that's the thing, is you want to really be on top of it, be looking at your data all the time, make sure that you're making good decisions, make sure you're marking it down before it gets old. When you see that piece is not moving and you're halfway through the season, take the 30%. take that versus 60 down the road, right? So I think that's a really important thing, is just be on top of it and make those changes quickly. Don't wait till the end of the season.
Yeah.
You know, I have to tell you, I've been working with a lot of shipping and drayage companies lately.
Sure.
And working with MX Data for a number of years now, and working with these shipping, trucking, and drayage container warehousing. Like, it is fascinating to see that journey, like you were talking about, Jay. Like, we're in fourth quarter, like you're reviewing the orders, but it's not like if there is something on a ship right now that ship, you know, it's sort of like when you what do you do when you leave your house? Take your wallet, phone, your keys, right? Make sure you have those three things. It's not like when you're reviewing the order, like, oh, I forgot to order an extra 50,000 of those items.
Christmas tree. Little teeny tiny Christmas trees are all over Target. There must be 300,000 little Christmas trees in Target right now.
There must be.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have a number of talking points to talk about. Megan, why don't we start off with retail technology specifically and how it's evolved over the years?
Well, you know, this I would love to answer the question, but this is one of my go-tos actually, that I'll call Jay randomly and say, hey, listen, I really need to talk to you about this. I mean, he seriously is the expert on different, you know, point of sale solutions and how they compete with Retail Pro. And so he's always been able to give me some good insight. But you know, technology is not just evolved over the last however many decades, but it's more now than ever before. And not just like from the actual technology itself, but options, like options available to retailers, all these different add-ons and hardware options. And when I say add-ons, I'm talking like all of a sudden you could do customer loyalty, you know, we could do retail planning. So, but yeah, so Jay, what's your perspective?
So no, thank you. You know, what's changed in the technology space is there's this misnomer that there's a cloud, right? And
oh yeah,
there is no cloud. There's no cloud. It's a server not on your store. It's just somewhere else. There's no cloud. So what happens is we fall into, oh, I think I want the thing in the cloud. It's just access. You could put any of the systems in the cloud. You could put Retail Pro in the cloud. You could put, you know, obviously Shopify, Teamwork, you know, some of these SaaS models. It's the misnomer of it's how you pay for it. Do I pay monthly forever, right? Which is some of the systems like a Shopify or an in the cloud system like Teamwork or Lightspeed or one of those entry-level systems. Or do I license my software once and then just pay for updates, right? So I think the misnomer comes in when someone's looking for a point of sale. There's two things we like to say. There's the total cost of ownership, what's it going to cost you over 10 years, or the total cost of entry, right? So if I'm going to look at a solution that, like for Shopify, which is $100 a month or $150 a month, we have to look at what that's going to cost me over 10 years versus maybe a Retail Pro or Counterpoint that you license the software once and then you update down the road. In the long run, those software pieces will cost you less money overall because you bought it. It's like leasing a car or buying a car. You're eventually going to pay more, okay? The biggest thing that we have to take into consideration on technology is finding the right solution. Now, okay, my famous saying is technology cul-de-sac. Do not buy the cheap one because that's going to get you down the road now. But in 6 months, when you want to add in Portal MX, or you want to add in Retail Smart Guys, or you want to add in something down the road that allows you to grow your business, it better be there. So some of these smaller solutions, the Shopify's, the Lightspeeds, the Retail Edges, when you license them, you don't know what you don't know, right? So before you even take that step into buying the solution, make sure you've identified your 5 things that are different about your business. Everyone can show you how awesome their point of sale is, okay? But what's that gets you in my business? Do I have accounts receivable? Do I have, you know, clients that buy now and pick up later, right? Do I have some differences in my business that allow me to maybe multi-packs, right? Or I need to buy things in the case to unit conversions. What's weird about my business? So I have to make sure that those people that are showing me the product can show me the 5 things that are different about my business that exist today, right? So that's an important piece that you want to make sure you have something you can grow into and not grow out of. Does that make sense?
Jay, I need to jump in here. Megan, we talked about this last time. Where does AI, the buzzword of the year, fit into all this with technology?
Yeah, great question. So AI is just, let's not get confused as to what it is, really. It's just pattern recognition on steroids. That's all it is. It can see things that you and I can't see, right?
How can it see though? How that's what I need to know. How does it see us?
Yeah,
Just ask Alexa. I mean, I don't understand how it sees us.
It just sees us. It just does it faster. It just does it faster, right? So like we use AI, retail smart guys, the technology of us doing planning and forecasting, we've infused about 3 or 4 years ago AI. So it's just going to see pattern recognition. Say, for example, we're looking at your store, but it's looking at all the stores just like you across the United States that we plan for. So it's just going to see that, oh, for example, right when COVID started, we saw 2 things that we wouldn't have seen. One, for our retailers, was running shoes are selling and pajamas are selling. And our retailers were like, well, I just sell fashion tennis shoes. I don't sell real running shoes. And we're like, get into it, buy them, get them delivered. And they blew out like hotcakes. Pajamas were the same thing. Why? People were home. People were buying pajamas and running shoes, right? So we were able to see that pattern. The system saw the pattern and we were able to suggest it to our clients, and we didn't lose one client during COVID. So we're excited about those pieces of AI. The fact that it can make me a movie star without me knowing about it, that's something different.
Yeah, but serious question now.
Serious, yeah.
Did your AI predict that pickleball was going to become the biggest sport in the world?
Right. And you know who's pickleball? She's a pickleballer. Megan's a pickleballer. She told me she was. So she goes out and does that. But no, I don't think it could.
My sister asked me if I was going to buy pickleball shoes. And I said, no, I'm not buying pickleball shoes. I actually own tennis sneakers, which, believe it or not, are good enough for pickleball.
Right. And with pickleball, you don't have to run as far. So
yeah.
you're gonna be okay.
So Megan, general question, what type of things should retailers be looking for while comparing different systems and different softwares?
The biggest one is scalability. So, when we talk about planning and we're talking about what are your goals, what are your initiatives, what is it that you're looking to accomplish? You need to have a plan. And in order to do that, you need to have a good cash flow situation. You need to, have something like the Retail Smart Guys, what they provide to be able to give retailers insight into what they can predict for the future. And so with that, you can then talk about scalability, which is the plan to grow and how do you, how do you actually do that? I do think Retail Pro obviously is the best solution compared to what we keep calling the SaaS-based point of sale solution, which is the software as a service. Retail Pro is not like that. It's, inventory control management. It's total investment and ownership. But it does give retailers the best option for scale.
Yep, absolutely. And can I just buckle on that too, is that it's not just scaling now, but it's not just scaling in the United States, but it's scaling internationally, right? That's where Retail Pro really has always set itself apart. Because if you're ever going to grow internationally, it's in 130 countries, 132 countries, and 20 languages or something. And so you're not going to ever outgrow it, right? When you look at some of your large clients, right? Some of the people that they didn't start out large, right? They started out here in America, and then they said, oh, I'm going to open a door in the UK and Canada. I'm going to open a door in China, wherever that is. And that's where the growth comes, is that not having to say, oh, you need to go get another solution for that country. I think
Right.
that's a
And
very big thing.
that's a good point, because retailers might not necessarily be opening brick and mortar stores international right now, but they're opening distribution centers for e-commerce fulfillment. And you still need to be able to track that inventory. So that's where, Retail Pro comes in, and you can, basically have what we call a site that tracks all of the inventory that you're fulfilling out of that distribution center. And we're seeing a huge increase in international retailers opening stores stores or distribution centers in the United States and vice versa. So that's been very popular lately, with the e-com side of things.
For sure. Absolutely.
Jay,
And make sure it's gonna, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
no, make sure, what should we make sure?
No, just, yeah, make sure that it hits all your marks, like we said before, test them, push them, give them an agenda when you're looking at any system. And give them, I want to see this happen, not just, is it going to happen? Show me the proof in the pudding,
So that ties into what you were talking about before. You had said 5 things specifically, and I got that retailers, you can tell retailers what they're going to sell based upon data. That's number 1. Then you can give a budget for buyers, and then you can create a plan. Is that part of the 5-step process that you have, or am I mixing up some things?
No, that's fine. Yeah, those are the 3 major steps. Those are the 3 major steps. I just mentioned, pick the 5 things in your business that are different than just the standard norm, that you want to make sure, whatever those 5 things are, that you want to make sure that you see in a demonstration that this piece of software can connect. Your connection with, MX Portal, or your connection with WooCommerce, or your connection with a data center warehouse. Whatever your needs are, make sure that those 5 things are, whatever those 5 things are, the things that are important to your bucket list of must-haves are proven to you that the solution exists. That's all. That was what I meant.
All right.
So, as far as the forecasting and the planning, right, you need to have great data. You need to have the ability, and all of the systems that we've worked with, and Retail Pro can tell you what you've sold. The difference in what we do is we're going to tell you what you will sell and forecast even to 96% accuracy over the next 12 months. So you know what to buy, what to bring in, so you have enough merchandise, so you don't have too much merchandise and are overstocked and leads to markdowns, lost profit, and you have enough so you don't lose turn and you lose profits. That's what our specialty is, for sure.
You don't want to be the retailer that's having to put all the Christmas stuff in the storage room until the following year to try to get rid of it again.
That's right. Yeah, because what do we always say? We say that, inventory is not like wine nor cheese. It doesn't get better with age. It just gets gross and yucky, right? So we want to make sure you're out of it before next year. You don't want to put it back. Nobody wants to see it again. Your customers already voted. I don't like it. Otherwise,
so that's why Target has to put out 300,000 Christmas trees now.
Now, right.
So that we forget about Halloween. We got to sell the Christmas trees. I walked in there yesterday. I was like, already? And
it came out like
earlier
October
and earlier too,
October 1st.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you both. Let me ask you both something that's relevant to that. When should a retailer decide whether to sell at full price versus discounted price? It seems through the years, through the decades that I've been a consumer, that different years, different retailers have had different philosophies on, start out with the sale. Like, if you buy now, you get a discount, versus only 3 left. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I'll just say one quick thing first, because I talk about this day in and day out with Retail Pro users. I'm big on promotions, not necessarily marking things down. That's where Jay would come in. You don't really want to be in the position where you're having to mark things down. But promotions are big right now. So like you just said, like buy 2, get 1 free, bundling the sale is a way that you can obviously increase the sales. But that's my 2 cents. Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the consumer wants that. I think the consumer demands that. If we're going to go in at full price, there's going to be another store most likely that's going to be, buy two, get one 20% off or 50% off. It's not lost on us, buy one, get one 50% off. That's still only a 25% discount, right?
Yeah.
But it incentivizes two things. It incentivizes multi-unit purchases, which helps us. Because what I always say is that when you add on an item, that's one item you're not going to have to mark down. So you're better off to build your basket, better off to do that. So it incentivizes that, but it incentivizes them to buy from you, right? So back when we were kids, things went on sale at the end of Christmas, right? Now people put it on sale or promos or bundles or buy this, get that to incentivize the sales and get them in your door. So I think that's critical for any retailer today. Do it at the beginning of the season, not at the end. At the end is the direct that's left, right? But at the beginning of the season, let's get the good merchandise. Let's get it to sell through. Let's buy more. Let's get it out of here, for sure.
Yeah. It's a mind game with customers, and we're all consumers. I mean, when I feel like I'm getting a great deal, I am thrilled and I stay loyal then to like that. And I keep looking for the deals that I want, and I continue to like go back. In fact, when I go to the grocery store, because I have 4 kids, so gas is really important to me.
Yeah.
I ring up all of my groceries first, and then they're like, can you put in your rewards card? I'm like, I'm waiting until the end. And then I get to see all the pump perks that I get for gas at the very end. I don't shop anywhere else for groceries. It's just strictly Kroger.
That's great. That's great. Makes sense. We're all looking at it today. Every consumer is looking at it. They want to feel as though they were acknowledged by getting a great deal.
Yeah.
Sure.
So so promotions are the big thing. You don't want to you don't want to be in the position where you're marking down, but building the promos.
Megan, since you brought it up, and maybe this isn't the perfect place to discuss it, but along with promos, we've discussed in the past gift cards also. How is that how's that working in 2023?
Lots of different ways. The big thing right now is linking gift cards to your e-commerce store and having them also then be accessible in the brick and mortar store. So this buzzword omni-channel that we keep talking about, right? And gift cards are huge. I mean, retailers sell hundreds of thousands of gift cards around the holidays, and that's another kind of consumer satisfaction tool, right? Is the gift card. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything super new or interesting in the world of gift cards at the moment. Do you think, Jay? Do you know anything I don't know right now besides the e-com?
No, that's the main thing, is make sure it's tied in with your e-com, and that's, you got to talk to Megan about that. She can help you with that. The important thing is that gift cards increase 2 things: loyalty, and we love gift cards because they're going to now buy. They've already said, I want to give you as a gift, which is great. And there's also perceived value around the loyalty, but you also have inherent profits, because a lot of times there's money left on the gift card that's never used. It's not the reason to sell gift cards, but it's a reason to know that there's extra profit built in with those gift cards. So clients want them, sell them, give them, buy 3 at 20 and get 1 for 10 at that $20 one. It still give promotions. It's still a great thing, but make sure you can use it on your website and in your store. That's a really critical piece that you want to talk to Megan about, for sure.
Fantastic. All right, we're just going to wrap things up. If Jay, if you could give one takeaway from today, I mean, we talked about a lot of things, but if you can give one takeaway from our viewer audience, what would it be? I mean, we're in the 4th quarter. Like, what's the one takeaway?
Don't be scared. Promo and markdowns. Promo, bundle, and markdowns. Do it. Do it now. Get it out. Be ahead of the game. Sell it, and make sure that you have good, tangible email marketing. Email marketing is still the #1 way to reach your customer. So make sure it's a cool promo. It's a cute little dog or your little kid, something that's going to make them, open that email and get them in your stores now. Don't
be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Is that your takeaway, Megan, or is there something you want to add on to that? No,
and I'm here every step of the way with my customers to get through 4th quarter, because draining on everybody that works in retail. So I get it. We all get it. And I'll be here every step of the way to get you through it.
Very
For
good.
sure.
All right,
Excellent.
last point. Jay, where is Retail Smart Guys going to be? Trade shows, conferences?
Yeah.
What's happening?
So we're heading to, we do a lot of trade shows and look for Dan and myself doing seminars, right? How to improve your business, 3 things to do in the next quarter. We do a great seminar. So we're going to be at Toy Fest. We're going to be at Surf Expo. We're going to be most likely at Magic also. And Management One is always there. That's the software we use. So make sure you look for us. You can always find us, even if now it's a little too late for your fourth quarter, but we need to start planning for your next buy, your spring buy, right? So reach out to us, email, text, however you want to get a hold of us, and we can do a free analysis for you as part of seeing this fireside chat. We're happy to do a free analysis to see, can we help you, where we can help you increase profits, increase turn, sell the same and make more money. That's what we love to do. So if you want to reach out, we're happy to do it. So thank you for.
Jay, are you going to go to NRF?
Yeah, we're going to NRF. Yep.
Will you be there?
We're going to be there. I'm not sure if we're sharing a booth, but I know we're coming. So
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You're going to be
Okay.
there too.
I'm hoping to be there. I need to talk to Xavier tomorrow about that. They don't know that yet, but yes, I need to get to New York. I have customers that I need to pay a visit to, and I'd like to be at NRF this year. So we'll see.
Great.
And besides that, Megan, what is on the agenda for or on the calendar for MX Data in the coming weeks, months?
Oh, actually, we are announcing our new website, and we also have a new client portal. So we're going to be spending a lot of time talking about that over the next couple of weeks with customers, and we're going to be doing a demo, and it's really cool. It's very accessible, and it's awesome. So that's kind of our focus at the moment. And then of course, NRF is right around the corner in January. So we need to start planning for that as well.
Very, very cool. Thank you both so much. Megan Grove, MX Data, Jay Shore, Retail Smart Guys. I'm Rafi Salem.
You.
Happy October, happy fourth quarter, happy holidays, and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.